about you. Even when you're going through a bad divorce, God still credits you. Even though it might not feel good, but God still credits you. Happiness will come. Joy will come. Forget all the sadness. Yes, we all be in that broken situation. Oh, yes, you're looking at a woman that's been traumatized. I've been through life situations. My heart been broken by many of the man's women's people in the gospel. But God said they don't discredit you because I already gave you the credit to your healing. Because God said He would heal every broken heart. Because God is close to the brokenhearted people. We have to understand these people of God that no matter what people say, we have to learn to cut off the foolishness. We have to learn how to cut off their words. We have to learn how to not listen to the people, because we have to learn to get delivered from people, because people because you have to keep pushing and cut off the foolishness. And you know what? We have to think about this. We have to keep focusing on what things that don't even matter. We have to keep focused what people are saying. We in this hour, we do not need distractions. We don't need nothing to stop us, because we have to keep going. Because the more you go through, the better you come out. The more you see God, the higher you go. Because one thing we have to learn, not to worry about how the situation looks. Look at how the situation will make you be. Better or bitter. Because better and bitter do not mix. You have to understand, when you understand disqualified people, that they don't have nothing for them. That's why they try to make you disqualified. That's why they try to make you feel low, because they low. You have to be the prime example on how to come out, on how to come on top. People may not believe in your vision. It starts with you. We have to learn it starts with you. You are the final source and the beginning source of your life. People don't have to understand you. They don't have to understand what you're going through. They don't even have to understand what God's taking you. Because you live long on this earth. People going to talk about you. They're going to slander you. They're going to bring you down. Because guess what? They jealous of something that God placing on your life. That's why we have to learn to cut the foolishness off. Forget the naysayers. Forget your backbite. That's why God said we have to cut the grass so we can see the snake who's going to bite us. We have to understand people, they want the snake to bite you. Because guess what? They don't want you to succeed. They want you to die in that situation. They don't want you to rise above. You never know how many snakes are around you. Your snake could be your closest friends. It could be your family members. It could be your job. Guys always tell us in the scripture, God will make your enemies your footstool. He will prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. So either way, how the enemies of your life try to tell you cannot go, you supposed to smile at your enemy. You know what? You supposed to say thank you. Thank you for saying I can't do it. Thank you saying I'm not what I'm supposed to be. Thank you you saying that I don't qualify for that job, or I don't qualify for that marriage, or I don't qualify for that person. Thank you. Because the more you thank you, the higher you go, and the lower they will stay at. Y'all better catch that. The more you say thank you, the more higher you go, the lower they stay. They're the ones that talk low, the ones that's in a low place. They don't want nobody to succeed because they're not succeeding. They don't want nobody to do good because they're not doing good. We have to understand these people. We have to learn to push through all the obstacles in our life. We got to learn how to push through everything that's been thrown at us like rocks. So if y'all know how a rock will hit you, it hurts, but you get back up and you pick that rock and you throw it. It's just how you have to do it with life. You pick your life back up, even though how people trying to throw you down. You may have a baby mother trying to make you feel like you ain't no good father. You might have a mother, a baby mother that's think you can't take care of your child. And I'm talking to the men out there, because a lot of men say, oh, is this show nothing for women? It's also for men. Because y'all never know, men go through a lot too. They go through situations that we may not understand. They wear so many hats just like we do. But we have to understand as men. Let me speak to you as men. And I know I'm a woman. But as a man, I know what men feel. They try their best. And we downgrade men so quick. You know, we downgrade, oh, he can't do this. Oh, he's a bad person. He wasn't a bad person. Let me keep it real when y'all was laying out. Let me keep it real. But you have to understand, men are a gift to the women's. Without men, as women's, let's just think about this. A man can push us when we can't push ourselves. A man can hold us up when we are weak. So we have to understand we all fit in the same category. We have to understand men's is a source for women's, just like a woman is a source for the men. So we have to learn to give men credit, because they do whatever it takes for their kids. Maybe they may have to do something bad, but they would think about, Lord, I didn't want to do this, but I have a child. You know, it's something I got to do, you know, because women's, we also have men feel like if they don't do this, we quick to say child support. Or we quick, oh, you don't do this, we gonna put you ain't gonna do this, or you ain't gonna see. You know what you do, you're not hurting the man, you're hurting the child. That's why I'm trying to get y'all to say we have to learn how to cut off the foolishness and keep pushing. Pushing is the pressing of your life, of your happiness, of your joy. Because we have to understand these people that's listening to the radio broadcast, that's watching me live. We have to understand we can't allow people, your exes, your baby mama, your baby daddy, your friends, whoever stop you what God had plans for you. We got to keep pushing and cut off the foolish. Turn the noise off. People talk, hang up the phone. Let them know, I don't want to hear that. I'm going to keep it real. I'm one of the radio hosts. I'm going to keep it real because these are life situations that I deal with. It starts with me. How can I be your trauma recovery coach if I can't be real with you? So I have to learn how to be real with my people, because y'all looking at it as a recovery. How I came out, how I overcame. And you know what? And I overcame a lot of things in my life. You know, no matter what people say, you know, I've been hurt by men in ministry. I've been talked about. I've been misused and abused. But look at me now. I'm walking in my happiness. I'm walking in my joy. I'm walking in my gladness. I'm not sad. Because you know what? I learned to cut off distraction and keep focusing on me. The same way, if I can do it, you can do it too. And the way you start focusing, delete people out your life don't mean you no good. You know, that's why I say you have to learn to cut your grass slow and see your snakes. And some snakes is not good for you. You think everybody want to celebrate you, but they are pretenders. A lot of people want to celebrate you, but they want to celebrate you in secret. It's time to cut out being tolerated. You know, a lot of people always say, oh, they celebrate me. But they not celebrating you openly, but they tolerate you publicly. So you have to understand the difference. So that's why we have to learn how to cut off the foolishness and start doing what's right. And what's right is focusing on your goals. Never give up hope. All things working for your good. Don't ever look back what God brought you out of. It was for your protection. God knew that man or women were meant for you. You know, sometimes we'll try to hold on relationship. And guess what? It's not doing no good because it's only hurting you. We have to learn how to cut off the foolishness and bring in what's good for you. And we hold on people because you feel like if you lose this person, how you going to pay your bills or who going to be there for? God is your provider. He is your source. He is your source. When man fail you, God will never fail you. He will never forsake you. We have to understand these people of God, no matter how dysfunctional your background is. No matter how dysfunctional your background is. Because people will say, oh, you can't do this because you got a crime thing on your background. You can't get this. They'll make you feel like you can never get nothing when you got a guy that sits high and he looks low and he could turn that thing around than what man is saying. Sometimes he'll turn around and slap your own friends and family in the face and tell them to cut the foolishness out. So we have to understand, don't allow your background people to stop you for where you gotta go. And you have to understand these things is not for your bad that you're going through, it's for your good. Everything happen bad in your life, it's always a greater source out of it. It's always a better opportunity. And we have to understand these things because we also been traumatized through life situations. And traumatizing us will cause people to keep doing when you can stop it. If you feel like, okay, you let them keep talking and they can get to you, then they're going to keep doing it. And that's what they doing. They traumatize because they traumatized. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you, happy people connect with happy people. Miserable people connect with miserable people. And miserable people try to come and destroy your happiness. You got to think that misery do not love that type of company. Because let me tell you why misery don't love that type of company. When you connect with people that happy, that will misery.